The Atlantic is angry today. Along the outer banks, the ocean churns with violent, jagged waves clawing at the dunes. The sky is a bruised canvas, pressing down with menacing purples and grays. A biting wind whips across the sand, carrying salty spray far inland, a warning in its howl. The air feels heavy, charged with electric tension. Look eastward. The horizon blurs as darkness expands, storm clouds towering and boiling with fury. Seabirds have vanished, their instincts warning of what's to come. Lighthouses flash their beacons into the gloom, struggling to pierce the darkness. From Long Island to Maine, the ocean is a maelstrom of whitecaps, the wind moaning through bare winter trees. The temperature drops, the air crisp with the promise of a major snow event. People hurry, faces etched with concern, glancing nervously at the sky. The usual sounds of Friday are gone, replaced by the rising symphony of the storm. This is not just another winter squall, this is the calm before the tempest. Every forecast, every satellite image, every data point screams the same message. A monster is coming. A bomb cyclone, an explosive weather bomb, set to detonate off the coast. Its fallout to be felt by millions. The time for preparation is over. Now, we hunker down. The East Coast holds its breath, bracing for a weekend that will be remembered for years. The fury is gathering, and soon, it will be unleashed. What is a bomb cyclone? It sounds dramatic, but it's a real and powerful phenomenon. In simple terms, it's a storm that gets incredibly strong, incredibly fast, thanks to a process called bombogenesis. This happens when a storm's central pressure drops by at least 24 millibars in 24 hours. This storm will far exceed that threshold. Imagine a giant vacuum in the sky. As pressure plummets, air rushes in, fueling explosive growth. Unlike hurricanes, which feed on warm tropical waters, bomb cyclones are mid-latitude beasts, powered by sharp temperature contrasts. The lower the pressure, the stronger the storm, and this one is dropping fast. A typical winter storm takes days to strengthen. A bomb cyclone does it in less than a day. That's what makes them so dangerous. They can transform from a forecast to a blizzard with hurricane-force winds in hours. 1 minute, it's flurries. The next, a blinding whiteout. This system began as a weak low off Florida. But now, all the ingredients for explosive development are coming together. The pressure is in freefall, and the storm will hit with the force of a meteorological explosion. Crippling snow, damaging winds, and coastal flooding are on the way. Understanding this process is key to respecting the power about to be unleashed. To understand this storm's power, picture a battle in the atmosphere. Frigid Arctic air plunges south from Canada, colliding with warm, moist air over the Atlantic's Gulf Stream. These air masses clash, fueling meteorological fireworks. The storm forms right where cold, dry land air meets warm, moist ocean air. As warm air rises over cold, it cools, condenses, and releases energy, latent heat, that intensifies the storm. The jet stream dips south, then curves northeast, acting like a giant exhaust fan, pulling air up and dropping pressure further. It's the perfect setup temperature contrast, Atlantic moisture, and jet stream support. The storm's track just off the coast lets it tap both cold and warm sources, maximizing its power. Too far inland, it loses moisture. Too far out, it misses the cold air. This is a perfectly engineered atmospheric machine, immense, historic, and aimed at the East Coast. The storm's first chapter unfolds in the southeast. In Charleston and Savannah, the sky darkens, winds pick up, and temperatures plunge. The first wet snowflakes drift down, melting at first, but quickly turning into steady, accumulating snow. For many, snow is a rare novelty. But this is different. The snow sticks, driven by strengthening winds, excitement giving way to unease. Visibility drops, roads become slick, and authorities urge everyone to stay home. The storm intensifies offshore, its effects reaching further inland. Snow now falls sideways, stinging exposed skin, a warning shot for the entire East Coast. Significant snow this far south shows the potency of the cold air and the storm's strength. As the system tracks northeast, each city will see worsening conditions. The south gets a warning. The northeast braces for an all-out assault. The bomb cyclone's fury targets the mid-Atlantic, eastern North Carolina through southeastern Virginia. Here, the storm peaks, dumping up to 2 feet of snow, with some areas nearing 30 inches. Snow falls at rates of 2 to 4 inches per hour, overwhelming road crews and creating whiteout conditions. Travel becomes impossible. Anyone on the roads risks being stranded. Heavy wet snow stresses trees and power lines, threatening widespread outages. Cities like Raleigh, Norfolk, and Virginia Beach brace for a historic blizzard. Emergency centers are activated, but the forecast is a nightmare. A foot by midnight, another by sunrise. Winds create massive drifts, burying cars and blocking doorways. Residents must shelter in place with supplies for at least 72 hours. Emergency services will be overwhelmed. This is a blizzard that will be talked about for decades. One of the storm's most dangerous aspects is the wind. As pressure plummets, the pressure gradient tightens, unleashing ferocious winds from the Carolinas to New England. Sustained winds of 40-60 mph, with gusts up to 90 mph on exposed coasts. Hurricane strength. These winds can peel siding, shatter windows, and turn debris into missiles. Combined with heavy snow, they'll devastate trees and power lines, causing widespread, long-lasting outages. The wind will whip the ocean into a frenzy, pounding the shoreline with massive waves. Even inland cities like Boston and New York will see gusts up to 70 mph, creating blizzard conditions and deep drifts. Wind chills will plunge well below zero. Utility crews are pre-staged, but outages could last a week or more. Residents must prepare for days without power or heat. The destructive power of hurricane-force winds and blizzard conditions makes this storm extremely dangerous. While the Northeast braces for a blizzard, a rare event unfolds in the deep South. The Arctic air is so intense, it brings snow to the Florida Panhandle and southern Georgia, places that almost never see it. Jacksonville and Waycross see snow-dusting palm trees, a once-in-a-generation sight. It's only a coating, but the location is what matters. Snow here means the cold air fueling the bomb cyclone is exceptionally strong. These regions lack winter infrastructure, so even an inch can paralyze roads and close bridges. Local authorities urge everyone to stay home. This rare southern snow is a chilling omen for the north, confirming the storm's historic reach. The storm leaves its frozen mark from Florida to Maine. Beyond snow and wind, coastal flooding is a major, life-threatening hazard. The storm's low pressure and fierce onshore winds create a dangerous storm surge, pushing ocean water onto land. The surge will peak with high tide from New Jersey to Massachusetts, a worst-case scenario. Water could rise 3 to 5 feet above normal, flooding roads, homes, and businesses. Waves will cause severe beach erosion, destroying dunes and coastal structures in hours. Flooding can extend inland through bays and rivers, trapping residents and cutting off escape routes. Emergency services won't be able to perform rescues during the height of the storm. The combination of blizzard, hurricane-force winds, and flooding is a trifecta of danger. The ocean itself becomes a weapon aimed at the coast. For those in flood zones, the only safe option now is to move to higher ground within your home. As the storm rages, the human story unfolds across the East Coast. In a darkened home outside Philadelphia, a family huddles by candlelight, prepared and waiting out the storm. In Boston's emergency center, officials monitor data, coordinate responses, and make life-saving decisions. Utility workers brave the blizzard, restoring power in dangerous conditions. A story of quiet heroism. First responders and meteorologists work tirelessly, their dedication a testament to community strength. In our weather center, we track the storm, feeling the weight of responsibility to inform and warn. The radar paints a terrifying picture. We urge everyone to stay inside and respect the storm's power. The ocean rages, snow piles up, and the wind screams. The East Coast is in the grip of a historic blizzard. Together, we must weather the storm.